Hi, I'm Liz Sneddon. Let's have a look at the answer to question 2b, part 2. So we have been asked to make 2 comments on the validity of the assumption in the previous question that the Year 11 students who snore have the same risk of getting a not achieved as the Year 13 students who also snore. So we need to talk about how valid is this assumption. And they want us to give at least 2 comments. So the first thing I need to decide is, do I think that this assumption is valid? And personally, I'm going to say no. So that's my first comment, is that the assumption is a not valid assumption because. And then I'm going to list some reasons. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the age. Okay, so Year 11 students are still going through puberty, whereas Year 13 are more mature. Added to that, we know that the Year 13s will also be more focused, I would expect, because they need their grades and their exams to carry on to tertiary with. Whereas the Year 11s, there's only a relatively small number of students who leave school with only Year Level 1. So most students carry on to Year 12 and Year 13. So that means that that could cause a difference in those chances of getting not achieved because of these factors. Okay, and I'd need to write that in a full sentence. I'm just taking the lazy approach here. The second idea is that the Year 13s might have better study skills. And if they've got better study skills, they've practiced their exams, they've done another 2 years of exams compared to the Year 11s, so they might be more likely to get better grades than the Year 11s, regardless of whether they snore. Another one is that the Year 11 students, one of the things it talked about was that they self-classified as snorers. Now, how many students at Year 11 do you think would be confident enough to admit to a random stranger or somebody that I snore or don't snore? And do I think that that proportion is actually true? Well, I have some concerns whether or not that is the true representation of the actual number that snore. So the proportion could be inaccurate due to the self-reporting and stigma and other issues like that. What else can we talk about? Well, we know that the proportion of snorers is different in the 2 groups, so there could be some differences there. It could be that as you get older, you have more weight, so it could be the average weight of Year 13s is a little more than the Year 11s, who are still at the early stages of puberty, so that could affect whether you're likely to snore or not snore. Also, then we know different standards, okay, so different exams, different standards are easier, harder, etc. So different standards give different results. Some subjects we might find better or lower pass rates. So all of these could lead to quite substantial differences in the proportion who got not achieved from either group. So there's a few ideas. Now, to get to a merit, you need to discuss one of those. So one idea that got you the merit. If you're able to discuss 2 reasons and context, then that got you through to the excellence. Thanks for watching.